And hello, everybody. We are back to the Dacob in between segment. So you can see I'm with my Hermes crop, and we're talking, chit-chatting away. Here we all are. Let me just delicately tickle all my wonderful chatters here. Tickly, tickly, tickly. Not hitting you, just tickling you ever so delicately with the crop. We're going to talk Hermes today, and the news has hit that Hermes are starting these little schools or courses, if you may, somewhere in France. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Fitilieu Isère. Okay, so it's basically it's their kind of the first school for the Hermes luxury brand, and it will be in their boutique in Isère. Fitilieu in Isère. So what they're doing basically is Hermes spills leather secrets is what's basically happening. What does this mean? This means that they're opening up this little school, and anybody can apply. You can be a youngin', you can be an oldin'. They say age doesn't matter, and they also say it doesn't matter if you have any experience with leather whatsoever. They're going to judge you. It's like Big Brother. You can come into their, it feels a little bit like Disneyland, like a cult. They allow you to enter the cult, and they observe you. They teach you some of the skills, and they observe you. How many, what do they write here? How many artisans? 90 craftsmen are looking over you. 90. I'm like, what the hell? 90 craftsmen that should be making those freaking Birkins are not making the Birkins. Instead, they're like looking like hawks over the group of the younglings. And then they kind of pick out the ones that they think are the best. And then they take you under their wing, and then they teach you the craftsmanship of leather from Hermes. So that's something that they're initiating because they're noticing that they're lacking more and more craftspeople. Oh, are you though? Maybe that has something to do with the fact that you're A, not paying enough your people, so you're not having enough of them. B, you're overproducing your stuff, so there's not enough people to actually manufacture freaking bags and leather goods. Maybe you should tone it down a notch. Maybe. But anyway, always glad that you were ready to teach other people new things. But so basically, Hermes has introduced the so-called école, which means school, Hermes de savoir-faire. So the Hermes school of know-how, centered around leatherworking and craftsmanship. Okay, so basically, you're gonna go there, and after that you can make your own Kelly and Birkin. No, I'm kidding. They're probably not gonna give you that amount of knowledge in the first roundabout, but they're calling it this course or this school. Whatever they're gonna teach you is a specified training structure. Okay. And basically all the participants will be evaluated and tested and whatever they're doing, and by the brand's in-house artisans and experts, which is the 90 people that I mentioned before. So, and you will receive a certificate that basically establishes your involvement in the course after you're done with the course. They're looking to grow this initiative throughout their leather goods department. Okay, and they're trying to gradually introduce a training program to the rest of their divisions, which is also like probably maybe scarf making, silks, what have you. But for now, it's leather. You need a couple of years, they say, to really be allowed to make their Birkins and Kellys and blah, blah, blah. But it's kind of funny to just do a little kind of summer course. Oh yeah, what did you do last summer? Oh, I just spent like 4 weeks at Hermes making little small leather goods, and I got this little certificate from them. It says like that I participated. I'm an insider at Hermes now. It's kind of funny. What do you guys think? I think it's kind of cute as an idea, but they're probably going to look at you like a hawk. And if you do show some talents that they're looking for, they're probably going to say, hey, would you like to stay longer with us? I guess that's how they're going to kind of weed out the ones that don't seem to have any talents and kind of keep the ones that are talented. You know what? I would do the same if I had a big brand like that. I would want to have great people working for me. Sure. Now, as long as you don't charge me to go to your freaking school, because you're kind of using me as well. If this thing is for free, all you got to do is apply, They call you in, and maybe you do a little test or something to see if you're ready for it or not, and then like you get to do that for free. Then I say, yes, this is great. But if they're gonna charge you to do this, what, now you need a purchase history before you're even allowed to pay the school to go? I have no clue, you guys. I'm just like blabbering. I don't know if this is like if you have to pay for these classes or not, but if they're for free, and if it's just a couple of weeks and you get to feel if it's something that could be potentially for you or not, they get to feel the vibe if you are right for them or not. That's all fair game. I say yes to that. If they start charging you, that's where it ends for me. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? DVA says, watch Tom Cruise become the head of the cult school. Now that is so funny. Could you imagine? Yeah, that would be so funny. Tom Cruise all of a sudden like, yeah, and I made the Birkin all by myself. You know, from Scientology to Hermes. My journey. Bitch, you got offered a bag at Hermes. Bitch, I got offered a job at Hermes. No. From Scientology to Hermes, Tom Cruise, a journey, the true journey. Now we finally understand what the journey means. Now we know. Hey, Andre, my love, how's it going, sweetie? Robert says, Hermes cult. Yes, Robert. BB says, 90? No pressure. No pressure, just 90 people like breathing on you. I'm like, girl, take a candy. Oh, I would like a candy too. Because I like, you know, the breath and all. Leslie says, well, there goes my manicure. Yeah. After all the leather working, I don't mind the idea of an Hermes leather school, actually, says Janet. I agree with you, as long as they don't charge you a kidney and an eyeball. Scam28 says, we can't live without drama or fashion. Life is drama and fashion, so obviously. Like, you just stated the obvious, my dear. Gary says, it would be cool if you could keep what you make. Yeah, that's a good point too, Gary. But at that point, they're going to start to charge. Cognablo, I would love to make myself a DIY Kelly, LOL. Paris says, is it a funny way to get free labor, LOL? I don't think that they're going to sell the stuff that you make there. No, I think they're really investing and potentially finding people who are good at the craft and that they can teach them further to have new people working for them in the future to make even more bags. Isabella says, is that an Hermes talent show? Make that reality TV and put that shit on Netflix and call it The Journey. I'm begging you. Loving it. Begging for that. Hermes is getting free internships, says Ingrid. Oh my God, you guys. You with the titles. I swear to God. So many puns. Irena Pavlak. That was totally what I was thinking. Paying to offer Hermes goods to offer. Blonde and Chatty. Oh no, another thing to stress Purse on Fleek out. Oh my God, could you match? Oh no, poor Purse on Fleek. Mel is like applying to get taken into the thing to make her own Birkins, and they keep telling her no. And then after the 5th time she applies, HR calls her and says, please, don't apply anymore. Listen, all jokes aside, I would take Mel in immediately. I think that lady, to give her a week, she's going to make a Birkin like nobody ever did before. I think she would do it to a T without a fault. She would know exactly the stitches, everything, the color, the shade. I would want her to work for me if I made bags. Are you kidding me? If I were Hermes, because I think she would have it nailed down. The 90 people looking at her, after 1 week, she would be like, don't look at me like that, because I do this better than you do. And she would. She probably would. Julie says, they won't charge you for the school, but you have to spend $15,000 in the store before you can go. Yeah, you need a purchase history before you're allowed to enter the school. I don't know if that's true, allegedly. Probably not true, but it's funny if it were true. Pixel Hex says, I hope it becomes a reality series, right? It would be great, but I don't think they're that clever. I guess if you made it, then you could repair it yourself, says Gary. Yeah, of course. If I made it, I would make it sturdy enough so I don't need to repair it. Sweet Peach, too much greed going on with these brands, but unfortunately consumerism pushes it through. True. Sobe's laughing. Andre says, disgraceful customer service. Andre, I hope you're doing better with your customer service that you had issues with. Julie Scott, you can graduate from the Hermes school, get your certificate, and then go to the Annabeth School of Affluence. Oh, the Annabelle, I think. Annabeth School of Affluence. Get that certificate, and you're all set. Oh my God, you guys. But you know Mel would sell Kelly and Birkin pattern cutouts on eBay. You guys, you're terrible. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reading your comments. Oh my God. You guys are treacherous. Robert, if you don't get offered a Birkin, make one. Ingrid says, I heard that Hermes work culture is a little toxic, so they need a new way to find employees without paying the interns. Oh my God, you guys. Well, all of this is just alleged. We don't know any of this. We're just speculating and having a little fun. Don't come for us, Hermes. You can't come for us, actually, because in order to come for us, you need a credit purchase with us first in the fashion bunker. And as far as I know, Hermes, you got no credit history purchase with us. So no, we don't have one in the back for you. Sorry. Pink Rose Blink, thank you for subscribing. But I do believe that, you know, sure, if they finally ultimately teach you, you know that there's been this scandal allegedly some months ago, years ago, where the ex-artisans of Hermes were caught making Birkins and then selling them, you know. They're real. If the artisan who knows how to make them doesn't work for the brand anymore, starts making them himself, the only thing that they don't have, they have the knowledge how to make them, but they don't have the leathers. The proper leathers and the hides that are sourced out by Hermes, they probably don't have access to those. So that high-end quality leather, they don't have access to probably, luckily, maybe not. But so even if you were to learn how to make a Birkin, then you leave and you want to make it on your own, you still probably won't have the right materials that you really need to have a full-blown product, you know what I mean? But you would have the knowledge at least. And knowledge is power in this day and age, isn't it? Anyway, just saying. Hermes and Bottega Veneta used to share leather tanneries, allegedly, says DVA. This is so much fun, says Sophie. She would resell the uniform for that, Matt. Oh my God, Robert. Could you imagine the eBay profile? Oh, you guys, you're terrible. I got a little uniform and, you know, the hammer, the hammer to make the Kelly. Aperol Spritz says, imagine they offer you a Birkin that you made yourself, but you will have to pay thousands of dollars for it. Yeah, it's terrible, but that's what it is. The factory that sells the leather to Hermes sell to everyone, especially ostrich. Oh my God, you guys. But anyway, let me know in the comment section down below what your thoughts are about the Hermes School of Affluence. It's not the way, what's it called? The Hermes School of Know-How. Okay, let me know what you guys think about the Hermes School of Know-How. If there are any news about this, I shall report back to you pretty soon. And until then, of course, you know, we could pitch it to Netflix and Hermes and be like, hey, batches, what do you think if what say you? We make a little reality TV show out of this, follow all those Oompa Loompas trying to make Birkinlets, Baglets, Kellylets, and see how far it goes. You know, anyway, subscribe to my channel, thumb up this video, let me know in the comments what y'all's thoughts are, and until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Love y'all, see you soon, take care, bye.